Actually, I'm Leslie Pasinski. I am Kootie's mom, though. We have different last names. Her father and I divorced when she was a little girl. Yes, you did say her name right. It's Cootzie, C-U-T-Z-I. It's a Mexican Indian word. It means moon. I joke around sometimes and say that her father gave her this goofy name and then he just took off, but anyhow, I thought that this was such a wonderful idea that you had to invite your students' parents in before the school year started and get to know them a little bit. I'm actually a second grade teacher at Blaine Elementary School, and I might steal your idea. I think it's wonderful. So yes, let me tell you a little bit about my daughter. She's very bright, she loves learning. In fact, you might already know that she's in aiming high. So she'll be going to that 1 day per week. Last year she had Mr. Ford across the hallway from you, and oh, she would get so frustrated with him. She would come home complaining all the time because when she would get back from aiming high, he would have a huge stack of homework for her to do, work that she had missed during the day. So one day she was so fed up and she said to him, "Mr. Ford, do you think I would be in aiming high if I didn't already know how to do all of this stuff?" She was very respectful to him, and for what it's worth, he never made her do that homework again. So, you know, if you have worksheets or something where you have to circle the noun and underline the verb, she'll think that that's a huge waste of her time. She's never really gotten into trouble in school. Well, in first grade, she did get in trouble. That's the only time. She was in Mrs. Hanson's class, and Mrs. Hanson thought she was talking to her friends too much, so she sent her out in the hallway as punishment. When I got home from work, I asked her how her day was, and Kootsie said, "Oh, it was great. I got in trouble, and I had to go out in the hall, and I got to talk to all of my friends out there." I didn't think that that was exactly the punishment Mrs. Hanson had in mind, so I did make her write an apology letter for that. Then I guess there was also the time when I was a substitute teacher in her kindergarten class and all the kids went out to recess and Kootsie stayed in and rearranged everybody's desks. As you can imagine, it was mayhem when the kids came back in. Nobody knew where they were supposed to sit or what they were supposed to do, but I don't think she'll give you any trouble. She actually doesn't like to read very much. It makes me so sad because I'm a writing teacher and I love to read books. I read all the time when I was a kid. I think her teachers have made her do too many book reports. She hates book reports. Now, if you gave her a discussion group or a book club to be a part of, she would probably love that. But you never know, she might surprise us one day and own a bookshop or something. She also really loves music. She's going to be in the strings program this year and is planning to learn to play the viola. She has a wonderful singing voice. I know the 5th grade play is coming up, and if you gave her a part like Queen Isabella and a solo to do, she would have a blast doing that. I will tell you that her desk will probably always be messy. She's very creative and she has big ideas about things, but she's just not very organized. She's very kind and welcoming. She hates it when kids feel like they're left out and tries to include them. So if you have a student who nobody else wants to sit by, or I know that square dancing is coming up, if you want to have her square dance with Jacob, I know none of the other kids want to dance with him because they say he squeezes their hands too tight, but she probably wouldn't have a problem with that. She's generally well behaved, and I think you two will have a wonderful year. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if you're one of her favorite teachers ever. I'd be very surprised though if you ever have any behavior issues with her. It'd be shocking if she wrote something in somebody's yearbook like, "Have a great summer, shithead," or something like that. Well, anyway, thank you for having us in, and I really hope that you'll have a wonderful year together.